Hello friends, now from this video we'll start third phase of API development. Inside this third phase, we'll include the concept of JWT authentication. So far inside this course, we have seen the concept of level basics, API development without any authentication, as well as API development using sanctum authentication. Now we'll include another authentication chapter, and that will be for JWT. So this is very first video, so here we'll see all about the concept of development plans as well as project setup. Let's go to slide first. So here we can see a list of development plans. So first, let's talk about the tables that we'll use inside this third phase. So inside this development, we'll use two tables. First will be our default users table and second our courses table. If you're talking about the columns, so inside users, we have all the default columns as ID, name, email, password, and we'll add one more column that is with the name of phone number. And if you're talking about the courses, so the column we have called ID, user ID, it means ID column for users table, title, description, and total number of videos. So here we are creating just relationship between users table and a courses table. Now let's talk about APIs list. So here we include all these APIs. First way to work on user registration API. While calling this API, we need to hit using post request type and we pass form data. Inside this form data, we have the values for name, email, password, and phone number. If we register any user inside this table, then we need to use login API. Once we use login API, so after successful login, then we use the concept of JWT package to generate JWT authentication token value. So after getting that token value, now we need to work over protected methods. So from these API methods, these API routes, two routes are only open, that is user register and user login. But apart from that, all these APIs like user profile, user logout, user course enrollment, total user courses, delete user, all these routes are protected. It means to access these APIs, these methods, we need to pass JWT authentication token value inside authorization header. So let's talk about the functions of these APIs. First one will be for user registration, means to create new user inside application. Then we have login API, it means after login we can use all these APIs. This one will be for user profile data, user logout. Next we have user course enrollment, it means which user has taken which course. Next we have total user courses, it means we need to pass a token value inside header. After getting token value and user ID, we need to fetch all the data from this courses table. And finally, by the help of user ID from token from header, we need to delete a specific course from courses table. So this is all about APIs discussion. Now let's quick install our project setup and connect with the database. So I will go first into official website, that is laravel.com. Click on documentation. Now inside this documentation, I will search for Composer because I will prefer Composer installation. Here is the command. So I will copy, back to slide, open a new tab. So this is all about Composer command to create a project of Laravel, and this is all about the setup name. So let's call it as Laravel-API-JWT. Let's copy Composer command. Back to project terminal. Now we are inside tutorials folder. If I type ls to list all folders and files, so we can see that we already have three folders, that is Laravel Basics, Sanctum API and NoAuth. Let's create another setup with the name called Laravel-API-JWT. Pressing enter, we need to wait for a while. So successfully, as we can see that now setup installed into our local system. Back to folder structure. So here we have new folder, that is Laravel-API-JWT. So I will open this setup into my VS Code editor. So open with other application, select Visual Studio Code, click on select button. So successfully I have opened that project into my VS Code. So let's go and execute into browsers first. I will back to project terminal. Here let's go cd Laravel-API inside JWT. Now we are inside our installed folder structure. Let's use php artisan command, php artisan serve. Pressing enter, it will start development server. Let's copy link, back to browser, open a new tab, pasting it here, press enter. Now we can see this is all about successful landing page. Project now installed. Now let's create a database and connect with that application. So I will go inside phpMyAdmin, click on databases. Let's create a database here, that is Laravel-phase-3-APIs. I will copy the name, click on create button, database created, back to editor. Let's open .env file. Search for db connection and all. So here inside this database, I will pass this name, username is root and password is admin@123. So successfully, now this application now connected with this database. Let's go back to browser and reload this homepage one more time. So this is all about API discussions and this is all about project setup. From next video, we'll see some more different concept of this third phase of API development. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.